This is KMTV 3 News Now, up front at 4.
A little-known place in Council Bluffs is getting a new look.
The Squirrel Cage jail is open to tours after renovation work from the winter. Lindsey Theis is live there with a little show and tell.
That's right, and you know, if you're a history buff, this is probably something you know about. If you're one of those people that's really into some of the haunty, spooky Halloween places around town, you probably also know about this. Fun fact, it is apparently the most haunted site in Council Bluffs. It's the Squirrel Cage jail. I am here with Jason LeMaster. You're the vice president of the Potawatomi Historical Society, Potawatomi County Historical Society, and you guys have been taking a lot of time to give this Squirrel Cage jail some TLC. If someone's watching this though and they're not super familiar, give me kind of like the quick 30-second 2-bit history of what it is.
The jail was in use for 83 years. It was built in 1885. It closed down in 1969.
Wow.
So we could hold up to 60 prisoners here. The jailer lived on staff and took care of all the inmates. And the jailer's wife was the matron. She would actually do all the cooking and cleaning for all the inmates.
Oh my goodness. So my photographer, Mike Lucas, is going to kind of take you through, show you some of the cells inside. But the thing too, I understand it's called a cage is because it's essentially, it was a round kind of cylinder shape and it would spin around like a cage.
That is correct. There's a hand crank on each floor and the jailer could turn that hand crank. There was only one way in and one way out of each floor.
Wow.
That way you could only let one inmate in and out. So one unarmed jailer could manage all 60 guys with no issues.
And it is, I mean, Mike is a slender built, you know, kind of guy, but it's kind of a tight squeeze in there.
You can tell they were a lot smaller back then.
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk about these renovations. You guys spent all winter doing them, lots of volunteer hours. What are kind of the fixes that you guys made?
For the most part, we wanted to make it as if the inmates just walked out. So we've got mattresses on all the bunks, we've got sheets and blankets. We have every other cell staged with newspapers, with the food, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it feels for the visitor when they come in, like the inmates just walked out and the jailer just walked out the door.
That's awesome.
That's the main thing that we wanted the feeling of.
The thing that I love too, as far as feeling, you know, we walked in and you guys have sound effects playing, so you kind of hear what it might sound like if there were inmates mingling around on the 4th floor, which we're going to show folks later on in the show, which that was where the warden lived, I understand.
Yep. Yeah, that's correct.
You have music and everything playing, so it really kind of sets the scene. One last question, because we're running out of time. If someone wants to check this out, when can they come? Is it free? Does it cost something? What's the deal?
For the most part, it's $7 for an adult. We do give discounts for children, AAA members, senior citizens.
Nice.
If you go to our website or our Facebook page, you'll learn all kinds of different things, any specials that we have going on, or any special events we have going on.
Quick question, you think it's haunted?
I believe so.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to be brave. Jason's taking care of me. Stay tuned a little bit later on, Jen and Jennifer. We're going to show you up on the 4th floor where the warden used to live and the changes they've made there. We'll send it back to you.